to all of the student. Today again our next lecture, method of artificial vegetative propagation. As we know what is meant by artificial vegetative propagation, but in this part of artificial vegetative propagation we are learn about the grafting. As we all are the farmers, we must know about the grafting. What is meant by grafting? Grafting is the technique of joining part of two different plants. Two different part of the plant, they are joined together so that they grow as one or composite plant, and that is called as grafting. Plant grows usually produce such as composite plant for economically benefit. With this technique, they are able to combine the good quality of two plant into one individual. That means first plant having good root system and second one having the ability to produce good amount of flower and fruiting. For that purpose, grafting is essential here. Let us see next point, grafting. Grafting, the technique of joining of two parts of any two plant, that is known as the grafting. There are the different types of the grafting, but before that, the grafting is a unique feature of dicot plant. That means plant having vascular cambium, and was known to ancient gardeners long before scientists or scientific horticulture becomes the established. Grafting is carried out between the closely related varieties of different species. The part of the graft that become supporting portion, that means usually the root, is called as the stalk, and the part which gives rise to the upper portion, that is termed as the scion. Root, stalk, and the uppermost part which gives fruiting and flowering, that is known as the scion. Remember these two parts, that is nothing but the stalk and scion. Stalk is root and scion is uppermost part of the plant. The scion is obtained from a plant with superior flower or fruit, while the root stock is derived from the plant resistant to the different diseases and pests and efficient in absorbing of the water and mineral from the soil. As we know that if root system is good, at that time more and more amount of water and mineral nutrient, they are absorbed by the plant. So for that purpose, the stalk having good amount of root system or good quality root system, and scion having the superior quality of flowering and fruiting. Similarly, the high quality roses are grafted on the stalk of wild roses. In this way, grafting can be takes places. Mostly the root system is from the wild variety, and the uppermost scion region or scion part, that is from the it is the economically important variety. In this way, the union of the stalk and scion, that is carried out with the help of cambia of the two, which are exposed and made to fuse the each other, so that there is a organic fusion between the two part of the plant. The upper end of the stalk and the lower end of the scion, they are given corresponding oblique cut, so that they smoothly fit into each other when brought together. The joint is firmly tied with the thread and wrapped with the polythene sheet. Within a few weeks, the scion produces a new leaves and they become organically contacted to the stalk. In this way, the grafting can be takes place. But grafting is practiced in the different plants, different dicot plant like the mango, apple, pear, citrus, guava, rose, and rubber plant. Grafting may be of different types. Let us see one by one the different type of grafting, in which first one is the bud grafting. Let us see here the small bud cut from the desired part, and that bud can be inserted into the stalk. This is the stalk part, and the important part of that is the scion that is removed from the economically important plant, and that is inserted. The bud of scion is removed and inserted into the stalk, and after that bud is tied with the thread. In this way, after few days they become united, and from that bud the new plant can be arises. In this way the budding can be takes place, or bud grafting can be takes place. Small bud, for example, different plant they are having the bud, like the hibiscus plant or like the rose plant. From the rose or hibiscus, small bud can be removed, the shield like structure, and they are inserted into the stalk of this plant, and bud grafting can be takes place here. That bud grafting, it is similar to that of the budding. Next type, that is the approach grafting. Approach, that means two different plant. This is one plant and this is another plant. These two plant joining or combined together, and from this plant, both the plant they are live. They are not cut from their main plant. They are live, and they may live up to the production of new plant. Here this is the part of scion, and this is actually stalk. The branch of stalk can be joined to the scion, and in this condition, in approach grafting, here both stalk and scion they are live. They closer to each other, and the bark of the plant can be removed, and the removed bark portion of both the plant they are combined together and tied with the thread. After some days, the scion of the plant, that this is the scion, and that scion of the plant, it is intacted with the stalk of the plant. When they are grows, when that scion can be produces the leaves and different branches, at that time a cut can be takes place here. Here the cut can be takes here, and that cut is taken from this part. Okay, first cut are taken from here, and another cut they are from this part. Okay, in this way this is the root system, and that plant are grows in this way. Okay, this is the new plant. This plant having root system of stalk and shoot system of scion. In this way the two plants lively combine with each other, and such type of the grafting is known as approach grafting. Okay, in this way this is about the approach grafting. Next type, that is the tongue grafting. Here let us see here, this is the two plants are there. This is the stalk. Okay, and this is the again stalk of this plant, but this is the scion of this plant. Uppermost part is known as the scion. This is scion, this is scion, this is stalk, this is stalk. Here the tongue shape cut can be taken here. Let us see, this is the tongue shape cut. Here also a tongue shape cut is taken here, and the scion of one plant they are inserted into the stalk. Okay, in this way they are combined together. Again threading is there, and after threading, after few days, the plant grows as a whole plant. Okay, this is known as the tongue grafting, because the cut is look like the tongue. So this is known as a tongue grafting. Next method is known as the wedge grafting. Here again stalk is there and scion is there. In the wedge grafting, the V-shaped cut is taken here and that are inserted into the stalk of another plant. Okay, and in this way they are inserted with each other, and such type of grafting that is known as the wedge grafting. Another that is known as it is the crown grafting. Let us see here. This is the stalk, and on the top of the stalk different scion can be inserted. So they are inserted at the top of the stalk, so they are known as the crown grafting. In this way, these are the different types of the grafting, and I hope all of you understand about the grafting. Simply the grafting is nothing but the joining of two parts of the plant. One part is of stalk and another part that is known as scion, and they are combined together and live as a new plant that is known as a grafting. So I hope you are understand that. Thank you very much.